A swipe of the governor's pen.
DEI-infused courses and majors, Florida's getting out of that game.
Marks a major change for the state's public colleges. A Florida teacher under investigation.
Nobody had a process in place where individual movies got approved.
Over the Disney movie she chose to show in class. And a Martin County 13-year-old survives her encounter with a shark.
I tried blocking it with my arm and my hand.
These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Kelly Sanchez.
I'm Hawa Ezel. Today is Tuesday, May 16th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Kaplan School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Kaplan News.
Campus concerns across the country after a rash of shootings at schools. No true threats here in South Florida, which makes now the perfect time to prepare.
The network's Samantha Gutierrez is live on the Biscayne Bay campus where an active shooter drill is scheduled today. Samantha?
Yes, the event is being held here at the Wolf Center, where Florida International University's police department is bringing awareness and preparing Panthers on how to react in case of an active shooter emergency.
Shootings, victims, and threats. This is the reality for many Americans, with the gun violence archive showing there have been more mass shootings than days in 2023.
So it's not getting better. It's getting worse.
16-year-old Lauren Lawless was shot during a prom after party in Mississippi, breaking 2 ribs and causing nerve damage to her left leg.
All the documentaries and everything, you never expect it to be like in your town or your family.
Closer to home, 2 weeks ago, investigations began amidst mass shooting threats made to Broward and Miami-Dade County schools, as well as FIU, that have since been deemed hoaxes. Active shooter drills aren't anything new for FIU PD. In these drills, officers and staff educate students to promote awareness and preparation. On police.fiu.edu, you can find an article and educational video sharing guidelines on how to stay safe in case of this kind of emergency.
The active shooter response training began at 8 a.m. in the auditorium and will remain in this area for the rest of the day. There will also be loud noises and police activity in and near the Wolf Center, and it'll remain closed until tomorrow. Reporting in North Miami for South Florida Media Network, I'm Samantha Gutierrez.
Public colleges and universities in Florida are now banned from spending money on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. This comes after Governor DeSantis signed a new bill into law yesterday. The measure funds programs that advocate for DEI or engage in political or social activism. DeSantis held a press conference yesterday where he spoke against majors and courses that promote diversity.
What this bill is saying is, some of these niche subjects like critical race theory, other types of DEI-infused courses and majors, Florida's getting out of that game. If you want to do things like gender ideology, go to Berkeley, go to some of these other places. That's fine.
The new law also places restrictions on the material university professors can teach and gives more hiring power to university boards. Also, concerns in elementary schools concerning movies that can be shown in class. Here's the network's Kenya Cardone.
First-year teacher.
First-year Florida teacher Jenna Barbie is under fire for showing her 5th grade class the Disney movie Strange World.
Hey, Diazo.
I didn't see you there.
Her intent, she says, was to teach the class about the environment. The film features a family of explorers banding together to navigate the world.
So I thought that was such a beautiful message to send to my kids, along with working together, chasing your dreams, compassion.
Instead, it led to the ire of a school board member, Shannon Rodriguez, also a parent of one of Barbie's students.
I'm not going to stand by and allow this minority to infiltrate our schools. God did put me here.
And that triggered an investigation from the Florida Department of Education.
You must be Diazo. He talks about you all the time.
Not all the time.
Strange World features a gay character and may violate Florida's Parental Rights in Education Act, dubbed by opponents as the Don't Say Gay bill, signed into law last year by Governor Ron DeSantis. This bill bans certain instruction about sexual orientation and gender identity in classrooms. Rodriguez claims Barbie broke school policy because she did not get the specific movie approved by school administration.
It is not a teacher's job to impose their beliefs upon a child. Religious, sexual orientation, gender identity, any of the above. But allowing movies such as this assist teachers in opening a door, and please hear me, they assist teachers in opening a door for conversations that have no place in our classrooms.
Barbie insists she did follow the rules, saying every child had a signed permission slip from their parent approving for PG movies to be shown in the classroom.
Nobody had a process in place where individual movies got approved.
Reporting for South Florida Media Network, I'm Kenya Cardone.
Teachers who violate the Florida Parental Rights Bill can be suspended or have their teaching license revoked. Barbie says she simply wants to finish out the year in her classroom.
May through October is considered extreme heat season in Miami-Dade County, and as the network Samuel Larreal reports, county officials are sweating the details when it comes to keeping citizens safe.
On average, we're now experiencing 51 more days per year with temperatures over 90 degrees Fahrenheit than what we did 50 years ago.
As average temperatures increase in South Florida, the Miami-Dade County has incorporated new measures to protect citizens from illnesses and injuries related to extreme heat.
Members of We Count, an organization that advocates for the rights of migrant workers, attended the press conference to support a campaign called Que Calor, It's So Hot in Spanish, requesting private employers to grant protections to people working under extreme heat, like farmers and construction workers.
There is so much abuse, there is excessive work, and employers don't care about how hot it is outside. If you ask for permission to go to the bathroom, they might get angry. If you ask for water, they'll say it's too expensive for them.
County's Chief Heat Officer, Jane Gilbert, says that the administration is working towards extending these protections to private workers on Miami-Dade.
And our business community to make sure that employers are aware of the risks and also what they can do, which is to make sure that all workers have access to potable drinking water.
The county is recommending citizens to avoid heat-related injuries by following these three principles: drink water, find shade, and take rest. For South Florida Media Network, Samuel Larreal.
The plan also extends operational hours for parks, recreation facilities, and public libraries, giving extended access to air conditioning.
A new record said every day a college professor in the Keys stays under the water.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
All the adrenaline was just like, yeah, I don't know. We were so shocked, we didn't even know.
A 13-year-old here in Florida survives the shark attack and then shares what she plans to do next. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Returning to the sea, those are strange plans to be making for a 13-year-old girl in Martin County who is recovering from a shark attack. She says as soon as her stitches are out, she's going right back in the water.
The network's Jillian Salvi-Cruz has her story from the control center.
This morning, 13-year-old Ella Reed and her family are recovering from a shark attack that happened in West Palm Beach on Thursday.
And the main part where it got stitches, like if it bit down harder, that would have been like really, really bad.
Less than 24 hours after the unthinkable, Ella Reed returned to her favorite place, reflecting on the moment when what she believed to be an at least 4-foot bull shark came after her. Ella and a friend were sitting in waist-deep water at Fort Pierce Inlet State Park Thursday afternoon when a shark interrupted their beach day.
It went under her and straight to me and got my stomach first. And I tried blocking it with my arm and my hand, and it kind of just slipped in and got my finger and my arm, and it like swooped around and got my leg again. It didn't really hurt in the first part because like all the adrenaline was just like, yeah, I don't know. We were so shocked, we didn't even know.
This brave girl ran out of the water and headed home.
First, initially, I seriously thought it was a prank.
Once Ella's parents realized this was no joke, they brought her to the St. Lucie fire station just down the road, where she was rushed to the hospital.
Just kind of went in automatic, fix it what the heck mode. The whole thing's surreal, really. It sounds like a movie.
She calls it a learning experience for their water-loving family.
Pretty scary stuff, but thankfully she's there and talking to you, and once you could see, okay, she's all right, then you kind of come down a bit.
An experience that teaches respect for the ocean and all that call it home.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on coming back after the stitches come out.
Reed received 19 stitches for the shark bites, and she says she's proud of her scars. Reporting for South Florida Media Network, I'm Jillian Salvi-Cruz.
A professor at the University of South Florida breaks the record for the longest time spent living underwater. Joseph Dituri spent 74 days completely submerged underwater. He plans to extend his time at the Jules Undersea Lodge to 100 days to study the effects of extreme pressure on the human body. You're watching SFMN Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depressing stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Well, that is all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Halwa Ezel.
I'm Kelly Sanchez. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.